Thanks to its popularity, Identity V has collaborated with some of the most renowned game and anime franchises worldwide. Notable crossovers include the Danganronpa and Persona 5 franchises, as well as the recent collaboration with Junji Ito. This trend of crossovers shows no sign of slowing down as long as the game continues to thrive. Given the numerous crossovers, it's natural for fans to eagerly anticipate the inclusion of popular series and crossover events with Identity V. So, which ones are they? Here, I present a list of the top 10 Identity V crossovers eagerly anticipated by fans worldwide. Let's begin this video by discussing a particular crossover. If you've been following my content, particularly the Little Nightmares crossover, you'll notice a significant demand for this particular crossover to materialize. In fact, many were anticipating its announcement during the previous Identity V 6th Chinese anniversary stream. Numerous fans have expressed their belief that a collaboration between Identity V and Madoka Magica would be a fantastic idea. Certain characters from Madoka Magica, like Madoka Kaname and Homura Akemi, seem perfectly suited to be integrated into the game. I've discussed this potential crossover in one of my videos where I delve into more details. Feel free to check it out for further information. This iconic retro cartoon, which debuted in the late 1960s, is renowned for its comedic take on horror themes. In this series, viewers follow the adventures of 4 teenagers and their beloved dog named Scooby Doo. Together, they unravel eerie and bizarre situations while uncovering the mysteries behind them. The horror and mystery themes of this franchise align well with Identity V. Although Identity V lacks the comedic tone of the Scooby Doo series, many players believe that combining both franchises would be a great idea. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure how they'd mash up both franchises, but loads of fans are hyped for the crossover. Yeah, Identity V is all about horror, but let's face it, recent crossovers have been more on the cute side than scary. Some fans expressing their support for this crossover often bring up Resident Evil 8, citing Lady Dimitrescu as the main character, possibly as the Bloody Queen. Personally, I'd love to see other characters like Nemesis as the Feaster or Tyrant as the Undead incorporated as well. I bet every anime lover in the world already knows this series. Well, why wouldn't they? This anime is often hailed as the next king of anime, even surpassing Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on popular anime database website MyAnimeList. If this anime were to be incorporated into Identity V, there are certain characters that would fit well in the crossover. Imagine Himmel as the mercenary or Fern as the little girl. What are your thoughts on that? I was quite surprised to see the Addams family mentioned in the latest survey. I mean, it's not that the Addams family and Identity V couldn't be merged, but I found it amusing that people would be interested in this crossover, given some people don't like the Addams Family series. I've seen some people imagining Margaretha posing as Wednesday or Mary posing as Morticia, though I suppose that's pretty much the extent of it. What are your thoughts on this potential crossover happening in the future? Another title mentioned in the latest survey is Corpse Bride. When discussing gothic horror, we can't overlook this Tim Burton movie. Honestly, Identity V and Corpse Bride share many similarities, with the most notable being their main characters portrayed in Dalek figures. Furthermore, Corpse Bride also brings its own gothic and horror vibes, although the comedic elements in the movie are more prominent. I can't think of any more suitable characters to be included in the crossover besides Emil as Victor Van Dort and Ada as the Corpse Bride. Steins Gate made it onto both the first and second surveys conducted by Nitis. This isn't surprising considering the lasting impact its story has had on fans. With its blend of time-traveling themes, drama, slice-of-life elements, and a touch of comedy, many anime fans hold it dear, particularly remembering its bittersweet ending. I wouldn't oppose the idea of a crossover between both series. Makise Kurisu could be portrayed as the perfumer, Suzuha Amane as the mechanic, and so on. That's just my suggestion though. Feel free to share your own ideas in the comments section too. So, in one of my earlier videos, I talked about the potential for a Spy X Family and Identity V crossover. It's been about a year since the Spy X Family anime really took off among anime fans, including those who love Identity V. And because of that, a bunch of fans started getting hyped about the idea of these two worlds colliding. If this crossover were to happen, I picture Chi-Shi portraying Yoru Forger. Other characters to include would be Little Girl as Anya Forger and Lucino as Lloyd Forger. This anime was a hit among anime lovers back in the day. I mean, who wouldn't crack up watching the hilarious daily antics of Kazuma, Aqua, Megumin, and Darkness? Their comedic adventures definitely left a lasting impression on fans. This is evident from how Identity V fans are eager for a crossover between the two franchises, with many envisioning Kazuma as the lucky guy. I mean, they're both pretty lucky in their respective series, so it's not hard to imagine them being similar. Another potential character swap could be Aqua as the Doctor and Wiz as the Priestess. Lastly, one fan crossover that's been circulating a lot on various social media platforms is the Demon Slayer and Identity V crossover. I'd say it's not impossible to make happen. In fact, I believe they would complement each other quite well. The supernatural and horror themes in Kimetsu no Yaiba could blend seamlessly with Identity V, much like the crossover with Fatal Frame or the Junji Ito series. Some fans have speculated that Rengoku from Kimetsu no Yaiba would be a great fit as a mercenary, and Inosuke could be portrayed as the wildling. What are your thoughts on that? There are still plenty of potential crossovers to explore for Identity V, but for now, I'll wrap it up here. Do you have any more crossover ideas for Identity V? Feel free to share them in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, as always.